Hello and welcome, friends. My name is Forenci, and today we're taking a look at the best MP7 attachments for Warzone. Alrighty, and if you know my style, I just like to jump straight in. Again, I'm going to give you the best attachments in my opinion. Again, this may be subject to some of your personal style. I'm going to go over some of the other options that you may be into and something that you might want to try out as well. But we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the muzzle attachment. Again, the monolithic suppressor, I really think there's just no debate, right? It gives you sound suppression, which is great. Keeps that little red dot off the map when you are shooting your gun. And it gives you damage range, which is absolutely essential. Again, even though it's an SMG and you might not be shooting at long range necessarily with it, depending on what your second gun is, again, it is going to be useful for those situations where you may have to shoot it a little bit further than you would in, say, multiplayer. The tactical suppressor is not a bad option starting out. Again, you really only are getting sound suppression, but it kind of has the same drawbacks, cons, if you will, as the monolithic, so it's kind of good to get used to, and again, it will give you that sound suppression initially. Next up, the barrel, and again, I don't think there's much room for debate here. The FSS Recon is by far the best option here for the barrels. Again, they have a SWAT. You're just getting aim down sight speed, where you can get that in other places, other attachments. With the Recon, you're getting damage range, you can reach out further, bullet velocity, so you don't have to worry as much about leading targets that are further away, and again, recoil control. Next up, we go to the underside of the weapon, and we're taking like the underbarrel attachment. In the commando foregrip, by far the best attachment you get. Again, getting recoil stabilization, aiming stability, and the only con to it is movement speed, just a small bit of movement speed loss. And all the other ones you're going to see like reductions in either movement speed or aim down sight speed. So going with the commando foregrip, by far your best option. Next up is the ammunition attachment. I think the 60 round mag, again, pretty much a go-to. I guess you could make a debate for 50 round mag. Again, you are losing out on a bit of mobility, in particular when you take the 60 round mag. However, again, that's not the end of the world, and just the ability to be able to laser down multiple targets. Again, remember, in Warzone, the time to kill is much higher than multiplayer because you have armor to deal with. So again, having those extra rounds to be able to go from target to target if you're playing in like trios and squads, again, essential to what you need to be doing in Warzone. Next up on the list is the rear grip, which I think is probably going to be the most hotly debated attachment. Again, you are gaining recoil control, which is important for the MP7. I find, again, it can be a little bit jittery. It does have a little bit of recoil to deal with. There is going to be another option I'm going to throw out here, but again, gaining that extra recoil control I think is pretty important to the MP7. However, there again is one other option, which is the laser, in particular the tactical laser. Again, you have such a big benefit from this. You get aim down sight speed, you're getting aiming stability, you're getting aim walking steadiness. Again, really important for an SMG when you're moving around a lot, most likely in close quarters. And the only downside to it is, again, laser visible to enemies, and that it can be a negative at times. However, as long as you use it well and in the right situations, I don't think that's usually going to be a big downside. So between this and the grip, which gives you a little bit more recoil control, I think it's going to come down to personal play preference. I use both. I go back and forth between the two. I don't use the stock. Again, there could be made some argument, maybe if you wanted, again, to get some more stability, or some of that aim down sight speed. But really, if you want aim down sight speed, go with the tac laser. Again, it will vastly improve your ability to get down sight, which is, again, an important thing for an SMG when you're going to be using it up close and personally. So again, that is it for the attachments. Again, there is some measure of debate. I could definitely see, again, an optic or a sight. I could see if you're really not into iron sights, you could do that as an option, maybe instead of the grip. I will say the iron sights on the MP7 are actually pretty good. They are pretty clean. Not all the iron sights are, but again, if you have a personal preference, if you really like to run a sight, again, maybe subbing that instead of their grip wouldn't be a bad idea as well. In the last segment, I want to talk about the playstyle a little bit. Again, when should you use the MP7? In which situations is the MP7 best? And again, where is it going to be most effective? And as you can kind of see in these clips, close range is the ideal situation with the MP7. Up close is an absolute laser, particularly if you can get headshots. Headshots with the MP7, because it shoots out so many bullets so fast, you can absolutely obliterate your opponents, as you can see there. It absolutely beams people in the close range, and I would say on the shorter side of medium range. I wouldn't ideally use this as your primary weapon if you're carrying, say, a sniper rifle. You could. It does have a decent range, and you may want to trend more towards recoil control, perhaps, if you're going to be using this kind of as a short and maybe middle of the range gun. However, I usually use it with an assault rifle. Right now the Grau is extremely powerful at medium to long ranges, but it can be a little bit weaker close range, and so this is where the MP7 really shines. You know, getting into a situation where you are a little bit closer into the action. You know, if you're running into a situation, a building, if you know an enemy is close by, or you can see it can actually reach out and destroy people pretty far away too, but not quite as effective. So again, if you're going to be fighting up close personally, take out the MP7, do work, laser people, and they will get quite mad at you. So that's the MP7 in a nutshell. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I plan to put out many videos like this. I hope it was helpful for you and informative as well. If you did enjoy it, again, hit that like button, subscribe, all those wonderful things. It really means a lot to me and lets me know that you guys want to see more content. So expect to see more Warzone videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you want to see me play live, come over to twitch.tv/Forenci1. I'll see you there. I've got enough bullets for everybody. Relax.